So, for the last year or so, we've all been talking to AI, right? We type a prompt, it gives us some text back. But what if I told you that's all about to change? There's this new kind of AI that's just blowing up online, and it's so different that people are literally buying brand new computers just to run this one piece of software. So what is it, and why is it causing such a massive stir?
To really get what's happening here, you have to understand this massive shift. We're basically leaving what you could call the chatbot era. This is where AI was your advisor. It would suggest ideas, it would write stuff for you, but you were still the one in the driver's seat, the one who had to actually do the thing. Now we're entering the operator era. And in this era, the AI doesn't just suggest, it executes, it builds, it acts.
All right, so what's the spark that's lighting this fire? It's a completely new kind of tool, something called an autonomous AI agent. Let's really unpack what that actually means.
Okay, so picture this. A normal chatbot, it's like a brain in a jar. It can think, it can write, but it can't do anything. This is different. An autonomous AI agent has like digital hands and feet inside your computer. It can directly use your computer's most powerful functions to write code, move files around, even install new software for itself. It's not just drafting the email, it's hitting send. It's all about direct action.
All right, so let's put a name to this thing. The tool that's got everyone buzzing is called Moltbot. And honestly, the best way to think about it is, well, it's like your first digital employee. It lives on your PC, it works while you're asleep, and it never asks for a raise.
And wow, is this employee capable? We are talking about an assistant that can code and deploy an entire application from scratch just from a simple request. It can take over your inbox, reading your emails and replying for you. It can send you news updates every day. And get this, it can even improve itself. If it needs a new tool to finish a job, it'll just go and install it. This thing is a genuine 24/7 assistant, working right on your machine.
You know, the reaction to this has been just huge. And the comparison everyone keeps making, it's Jarvis from Iron Man. And it makes perfect sense, right? This idea of a super smart AI that doesn't just answer questions but actually understands your goals and gets stuff done for you, that's been science fiction until, well, right now.
So that begs the question, right? Who built our real-life Jarvis? And maybe more importantly, why on earth is it free? That story is actually just as fascinating as the tech.
So the guy behind Moltbot is an entrepreneur named Peter Steinberger. He's not some newcomer, he's a pretty well-known name in the tech world. And his whole goal was to push past the talking AIs and build one that acts.
Now, here's the really important part. He made Moltbot open source. And what that means is, it's not locked down inside some giant corporation. The code is out there for everyone to see. You can download it, you can use it, you can even change it to fit your needs, all for free. The only thing you pay for are the API calls to whatever AI model you're using, like OpenAI's.
Okay, just a quick heads up here. If you start Googling this thing, you might get a little confused. It first blew up online with the name Clawdbot, but the big AI company Anthropic, the one backed by Amazon, wasn't too happy about that, said it sounded too similar to their stuff. So, long story short, they changed the name to Moltbot. It's the exact same project, just with a new name.
All right, a free, open-source Jarvis that lives on your computer. It sounds almost too good to be true, doesn't it? And that's where we have to pump the brakes, because with this much power, you have to ask, is this a digital dream come true, or is it a security nightmare just waiting to happen? And look, this isn't just me being dramatic. The biggest warning comes from the creator himself. Peter Steinberger has been super clear about this. He said, and I'm quoting here, "It's not finished yet. It has sharp edges." He's basically telling anyone who isn't a hardcore techie to, well, to stay away for now.
So let's break down why it's so risky. Think about ChatGPT. When you use it, it's stuck inside one little tab in your browser, right? It's in a sandbox. It can't touch anything else. Moltbot? It's the complete opposite. It needs full access, root access, to your entire computer. We're talking every file, every app, the command terminal, everything.
Someone came up with this analogy, and it's just perfect. Using Moltbots on your main computer right now, it's like filling your house with solid gold bars, leaving the front door unlocked and wide open, and then posting on social media that you're on vacation for a month. The potential reward is huge, sure, but the risk is just massive.
Because you have to think about the worst-case scenario. If a hacker or even just a really malicious prompt manages to hijack your Moltbot, the damage could be, well, catastrophic. We're not just talking about your Facebook getting hacked.
We're talking identity theft, bank accounts emptied, private photos and files leaked to the entire world, or they could just delete everything. Poof, gone.
So, there you have it. This incredible, world-changing promise on one side, and this absolutely terrifying risk on the other. Which brings us to the big question, the verdict. Should you actually go and install this thing on your computer?
Well, the answer really depends on who you are. Look, if you're a developer, a programmer, an AI builder, someone who lives and breathes this stuff and understands the terminal, Moltbot could be an absolute game changer for you. But, and this is a big but, if you're not a tech person, if you're just curious, or if the very idea of a command line gives you anxiety, the advice from everyone, including the creator, is crystal clear. Wait. Just wait. It is not ready for you yet.
Now, for all you developers and builders out there who are ready to jump in, there is a safe way to do this. And this is exactly why people are buying new computers just for Moltbot. You get a separate machine, a spare one or a new one. You wipe it completely clean, a full factory reset. Then, and only then, do you install Moltbot on that isolated machine. That way, it's in its own little playground. If something goes wrong, your real life, your main data, your bank accounts, they're all safe on your other computer.
But you know, at the end of the day, whether you decide to install this thing today or a year from now, Moltbot is way more than just a piece of software. It's a signal. It's a flashing arrow pointing to the future of how we're all going to use computers. We're moving away from a world where we command our tools and into a world where we partner with them.
And that really leaves us with the big multi-billion-dollar question, doesn't it? As these autonomous agents get smarter, more capable, and more common, are we looking at the future of productivity, a world where we can get 10 times more done? Or are we opening a Pandora's box to a future of risk that's more personal and more dangerous than anything we've ever seen before? That's the tightrope we're all walking now, as this future becomes our reality.